After the destruction of Ad, a new tribe called Thamood lived in the northern part of the Arabian Peninsula in a place called Al-Hijr. The people of Thamood were happy. They had everything they needed. Plenty of food, nice gardens, and fancy palaces. They made those palaces by digging into huge mountains. They built a great civilization and thought that they were the best of creation. Instead of thanking Allah for what grace and ni'mah He gave, they worshipped something other than Him. They worshipped idols and started doing mischief in the land. Allah sent a prophet from among them named Saleh. Saleh was the best in manners and was the most respectful man in town. Since he started telling them to worship the only Creator, the only one who deserved to be worshipped, they started making fun of him and disbelieving. Saleh kept on telling them how Allah Almighty is the owner of everything and the strongest of all. Only few of the poor people believed, but most were stubborn, so they challenged him. If you could get a 10 months pregnant she-camel out of a very tough boulder, we will believe you, they said. Saleh prayed to Allah to do what the people wanted. The next morning, he called them to watch the big miracle as it was unfolding. All of Thamood gathered near the huge boulder. The boulder suddenly opened up with a thunderous sound. A she-camel stepped out. She was pregnant. People were amazed. Some were shocked. A lot of them believed in Allah, but a lot more didn't. Saleh told them to take care of the camel and her baby, and she will give them a lot of milk if they would let her drink from their water for a whole day. The next day would be their turn to drink water. The day she drank water, she would give milk to everyone in the tribe. Saleh warned, "Do not harm the camel of Allah, or a great punishment will arise upon you." They lived a while like this, and the number of Muslims rose. The bad disbelievers didn't like that, and gathered 9 of the worst men to kill the camel and her baby. They slaughtered the camel and her calf when the two were resting on the mountain. They went to Allah and said to Him, "Now give us the punishment you promised." Saleh was angry. He said, "Then you must wait 3 days and you will see what Allah will unleash upon you." Saleh and the believers left town. As the first day passed, people's faces turned yellow in color. Some were concerned about what might happen next, but others did not really mind. The next day, their faces turned red. They started becoming afraid as the time was drawing near. The next day, their faces became black. It was Saturday. They said, 3 days have finished. Where is the punishment? And where are you, Saleh? Early next morning, the angel Jibreel came and shouted really loudly, or he did a sayha across the land. The sayha shook the earth, and everybody died in their houses. Allah's punishment was really true. The only surviving people were the believers. And this is how Allah gives us examples of the ancient people. But who will understand